From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Los Angeles Rams and the Kansas City Chiefs. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And into a sea of red, we're underway in Kansas City. From the end zone, here comes Brandon Powell. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Right to the air. Here's Stafford. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Stafford. Open man is Skoranek. He's got it. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. That's a gain of 13, first down Rams.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Here's the first carry of the game for Cam Akers. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now Stafford. And the Chiefs are going to get him. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there. So now Stafford and the Rams after the sack. And they're staring up at a 3rd and long. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at the 20. Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jerick McKinnon. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
2nd down, McKinnon. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
The Rams go nickel here defensively on 3rd. draws a give up the middle. And that's going to be a Chiefs first down as the tackle made at the 35-yard line.
Man, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
53's the mark. 53. Check 15, 15, 15. Hey, 57 color.
Snap coming at 1, and it's Mahomes. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
2nd down and 3. From the gun, they will run with McKinnon. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's say, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
The slot man in motion right. And the slot man goes in motion left. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. From midfield, here's Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And this is caught inside the 5. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Mecole Hardman, 50 yards. And the Chiefs will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Powell now to take it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Stafford going to give this to Akers. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. To throw is Stafford. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. And this pass broken up. The contact well-timed there, and now fourth down. Fourth down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they of one mind that, hey, what worked last time, let's keep doing it until they stop us? Or do they go to a different section in the playbook, show them something different? Either way, they want a repeat of their first drive.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Slot man moves right. And they'll send the slot in motion left.
No. Check 26, check 26.
Finding Hardman here over the middle. His second catch, and this one not nearly as electrifying as his first. And it'll bring up third down now. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
And that is how you respond after taking one on the chin to begin this game. Give up a first drive touchdown, go back out on defense, and completely shut them down to force a 3-and-out.
On fourth down, Tommy Townsend to punt for Kansas City. Back deep, Brandon Powell. This is brought in at the 21. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10. So good field position for the Rams as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From the 50, Stafford. That would complete to Skoranek. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Chiefs' 47-yard line.
2nd and 7. Back to throw, Stafford. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And the Chiefs are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's caught left side by Hardman. Now he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards. To throw, it's Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the grab. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. So after the run by McKinnon, here's 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Whip. Watch the whip. Hey, switch gears. Hey, check.
And now it's Valdez-Scantling on the end around. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
Ball sits on the 10, 2nd and 5.
You got nothing. Alert 3. Watch safety creep.
Now Mahomes. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Aaron Donald in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs.
Check 37. Kill. Easy.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. They'll roll him out right. Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. A diving catch for the score. He laid out. That was special.
And you know the first thing they're going to check, right? Did he complete the process of the catch? All the way through, all the way to the ground. Ball doesn't hit the ground without control in his hands. All of that, yes. Check the box. Touchdown.
Extra point by Butker is on target. And it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they'll start at the 25 as Powell decides against returning it. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down with Akers. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Stafford. Middle of the field to Jefferson. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. And this one right back into the hands of Jefferson. And he is going to have a Rams first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. From the 50 at Stafford to Jefferson on the slant. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it, so on comes the field goal unit. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. Ready for the start of the 3rd quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
I got it. Mike, 53. 53. Mike. Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Second down at 7. Now here's Mahomes. Another catch for Valdez-Scantling. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Straight ahead they go with McKinnon. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. They run once more with McKinnon. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. They'll look to pick it up with McKinnon. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a hunting down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
And now it's Valdez-Scantling on the end around. Now the ball comes loose. And now the Rams have got it going the other way. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, this jet sweep is so popular now in football, but Charles, here's the downside, a turnover.
Yeah, because you want so badly to get the ball in the hands of your receivers, let him try and create something. I think that when he took the handoff, he was thinking something big. Instead, he didn't feel the pressure, and the ball came free.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. On first down, they'll start out with Akers. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. From the 22, Stafford, and he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. So now Stafford and the Rams, after the sack, and they're staring up at a 3rd and long. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Stafford now to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Out to the right, here's McKinnon. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
Hey, it's not the most spectacular play, but I think most teams will take that every single time for the first play of a drive. Begin the series with positive yardage and set yourself up for a very manageable second down.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Check, check. Fresno. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. You got tank right there.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 52 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On first down now, run with McKinnon. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Jerick McKinnon taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Chiefs have put this one to bed here in the fourth quarter. Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead is up to 18 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they'll start at the 25 as Powell decides against returning it. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
To throw again on second down. Stafford. And a quick throw here that's complete. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. They'll go with Akers here up the middle. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Stafford. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A give up the middle to Akers. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Here's Stafford now on 2nd down. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. Stafford. Throw left side, complete to Cup. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. Desperation time for Stafford on fourth down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on fourth down. And the Chiefs' defense comes up with a stop. That's another mistake there on the drop pass on fourth, and we've seen them do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
On the stop was Aaron Donald.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes completes it to Hardman. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Mahomes throw into the hands here of Hardman. And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. McKinnon now going to try the left side. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Good gain there on 1st down, and keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds and keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Butker's kick here is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. But probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the 4th quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back, because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage. If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll go again here with Akers. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run out of the gun with Akers. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. They'll try the air now with Stafford. And the Chiefs are going to get him. One last throw here for Stafford. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half, the adjustment. Whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Los Angeles Rams and the Kansas City Chiefs. The kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Arrowhead. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Let's go, man. Big series right here. We got to step it up. 121. Hey, 50. Under 10. Under 10. 10. Small.
Stafford going to throw from the outset. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Chris Jones able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot. How about the defense there try to set the tone on the very first play of the game?
Yeah, there's a little bit of a glow here tonight because they brought the heat right out of the gate. What a good job establishing a tone for this one.
The start less than ideal as they already face a 2nd and long.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Check 26. Check 26. Check. Cross. Watch out. Watch out. Watch out. Watch out. Tighten up. Tighten up. Tighten up.
Another try after the first down sack. Stafford firing quickly here, and that's complete. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Throwing is Stafford. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Check 53. Check 53.
This one complete to Mecole Hardman. The 30, 10, 5, and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Mecole Hardman, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. From the end zone, here comes Brandon Powell. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Now, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That, too.
From the 29, Stafford. over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. Now Stafford. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And already down 7-0 after the touchdown a minute ago, so a 3-and-out here would not be ideal for them. Nice job finding his receiver there, and they get the first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On the handoff, it's Akers. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Second down, they'll go with Akers again. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Third and 2, Stafford. And that is incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it. And that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. And you know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
They go play fake. Mahomes. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship. 15. 53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. Drop deep, drop deep.
Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. Open on the left side. This is Valdez-Scantling. And a productive gain out to the 14 after starting at the 7. It's a gain of 7.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for third down.
Check. 53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike. I got him. Mike, 53. 53. Mike. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. He finds McKinnon, complete. He's at the 30. 10. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Jerick McKinnon. Fine work there on the touchdown run. And the Chiefs lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Powell now to take it out of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Now Stafford. They'll get this into the hands of Van Jefferson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On the give, this is Akers. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. On 2nd down, here's Stafford. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Chris Jones. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. They'll bring the tight end in motion right. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
And I think this is a situation where a quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. Now McKinnon to start the drive. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Throwing now is Mahomes. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
On play action, it's Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. He's got a man, complete. Give him 35 yards there on the third down conversion. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Screen play, McKinnon. Touchdown! Jerick McKinnon. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Chiefs have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Well, just a sensational start for this offense, Charles. 3 drives, 3 passing touchdowns.
Is that like mentioning a perfect game in baseball, or are we cool to do it here in football, partner?
No, I think you can do it here in football. I think perfect game in baseball, that's its own category.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. Could not imagine a worse start for that secondary, or let's face it, a better one for this offense. No chance they stop passing now the way that it's going. I think we'll continue to press the ball downfield and hopefully reap the same results.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they'll start at the 25 as Powell decides against returning it. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because...
into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. I mean, at this point, CD, what is not going their way in this first half? After that pick 6, they now have a 4-possession lead here.
And that allows them to say to themselves, how about we get everybody involved, okay? Because this one is a runaway, and it's looking like it's going to be even more of a runaway. Everybody gets a chance to play and get a little bit of love. The more guys that get to watching the highlight reels from this one, the better.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and it is 28-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now. On Stafford for the 3rd time is intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. I cannot imagine a more perfect half of football for one side, CD, and a more disastrous half of football for another side. But if you focus on the positive half, with this pick 6, you look at where that lead is at, and to think that we are only in the second quarter. My goodness.
I love the expression. My goodness, indeed. Pretty obvious. It's a free fall out there. Everybody gets a chance to make a play. And if you're on the field, you've got a great chance of being the next guy that your teammates are celebrating.
And they'll start at the 25 as Powell decides against returning it. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. On third down, here's a run by Akers. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. They snap it to Stanford. A quick pass to Cup. And he is going to have the Rams first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll give this to Akers running right. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Now whistles and a flag down. I think one of the Rams linemen might have moved. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long.
Switch.
A shotgun snap for Stanford. Over the middle and complete to the tight end, Higbee. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. To throw is Stanford. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here we go on 4th. Stanford. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he is going to have the Rams first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Hey, nothing to see here. Just your standard 4th down gain of 28 yards. And the drive keeps going. So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10.
Kill.
Stanford looks to throw again. Gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Throwing again on second down. Stafford got a man. It's Higbee, complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with first and goal.
Stafford. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. Back at the 5-yard line now. Second and goal. Now it's Stafford. And he's got it. That's Kupp for a Ram touchdown. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Rams are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
I'm not sure that they have illusions right now of, okay, we're going to score 8 times in a row and we're going to be terrific. But to get one, that was huge for them. That has to feel much better right now.
And you do have, we're still in the first half. You do have the entire second half. There's something about that goose egg that just looked bad on that board, but now they've broken it.
Yeah, broken through. Can they maintain the pace? We'll see as we go along.
And he is into the end zone. So they get 2 more on the board here just before halftime. So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And with Mahomes under center, anything's possible. Watch out for the deep ball. Rolling to his right. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that is incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, it's hard to imagine the first half going any better for them, CD, and now here as they begin their first series of the second half. I mean, they score here. This one, it's pretty much out of reach.
We honestly might already be at that point, partner, because this team, they were dominant in the first half, continue to be dominant now, and I think they're viewing this as a put-away drive on their way to a lopsided victory.
And that's going to be a Chiefs first down as he'll take this up to about the 33-yard line.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Here again is McKinnon. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
That's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
Second down, McKinnon. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Back to you. I'm going back to you. Check nickel, nickel, nickel. Hey, alert 3, alert 3.
And now it's Valdez-Scantling on the end around. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12.
Let's go. And we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Push him back. Push him back.
Now Mahomes. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 42. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They've let these receivers run wild, and here's another completion for good yardage.
Check, 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 check. Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist. 15.
Handoff, it's McKinnon. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays, and they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool.
Check. 53. All day, dog. Mike, 53. 53. Mike. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. Let's go, let's go.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mahomes. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
53's the Mike. 53. Check 53. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Check. 53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Attack, attack. Mike, 53. 53. Mike. Blue there. Let's go, let's go. And we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Hey.
Snap coming at 1, and it's Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Check 26, check 26. Check, crunch.
From the gun, they will run with McKinnon. And he's got it down to the 28.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Check, 53's Mike. Check, 50. Hello. In your face. Mike, 53. 53, Mike. Stop your whining. Let's go. And we got Mike.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Mahomes. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Ernest Jones. And the Rams are going to take possession of the football. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
I'm coming, baby. I'm coming, baby. 2032. Here we go. Hey, easy, easy. All day, all day. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
After the interception, here's Stafford. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Justin Reed. And the Chiefsans are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the 3rd quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Check 99. Check 99. 15. 53's the mark. 53. Check 53. All day. Just like that. Just like that. Check. Lucky.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Sliding out of the pocket. Open man downfield is Hardman. He's got it. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now a give. This is McKinnon. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Straight ahead they go with McKinnon. And some space here. 20. And he's going to get this one all the way down to the Rams' 9. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. They run once more with McKinnon. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Jerick McKinnon, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs start to open this lead even wider here in the 4th. When coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back through the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we haven't been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
And they'll start at the 25 as Powell decides against returning it. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but The self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You'd have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
The offense on third down tonight, they've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. A gain of 9.
They'll run on first down with Akers. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, watch the slant. Hey, Mike 50, Mike 50, Mike 50. I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over. Big Dad.
Here's Stafford. This is caught by Robinson. So the completion good for just 3. And now we've got a 3rd and 4. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Here we go. 180. Come on. Mike 50, Mike 50, Mike 50. I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school. White. Hey, check Mike 50. Mike is a 50. Check Mike 50. They can't hang with us. Wide. Get wide.
Stafford now to throw. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
They get this out quickly to the left side. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. Now, 4th quarter, certainly not enough time for a comeback, but nice to see them making use of the time remaining to try and make this one a little more respectable.
Yeah, I think the ultimate goal, good execution, be crisp, be sharp, and find a way to put some points on the board to make this thing look just a little bit better.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
I don't even know why this team showed up. Go Mike 50.
Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll try and run for this with Akers. They find some open field here. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
So they went to the ground game on 3rd, hoping to pick up the first. They also picked up a touchdown.
Offensive linemen so used in this situation to having to pass block. All right, you're looking at what it is, 3rd down. They don't care that it's 3rd and whatever. They figure they're going to throw the ball. And when you call running play, I think you energize them. I think you juice them up because I haven't met offensive linemen yet that likes to pass block more than they like to run block. And they opened up some nice holes there for him, and he took it to the house.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already been decided. No gain on the play there, second down. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Now McKinnon. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So after the run by McKinnon, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff running through the middle. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
But their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Mahomes going to go on 4th down. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete. So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And to be frank, Charles, probably not too many people surprised at how this one turned out.
Yeah, I don't think so at all. I mean, they're such a good football team. They were at home. You know, you walked in and you looked at the advantages and you saw that they had most of them. It'd take a lot to try and even it up. I just thought 2 words for this ball game: methodical and predictable, and both of them came together.
shows. What happened to spin flows? Been weighing the cons and the pros. Feel like I'm the only pro. If we gon' go, then go. We can take it toe to toe. I've been doing everything you've been doing, but I'm really doing more. I'm about to explode. You gon' need someone to hold.
From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Los Angeles Rams and the Kansas City Chiefs. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Kansas City. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. They'll begin on the ground with Akers. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 miles. Shoot, 10.
Second down, they'll go with Akers again. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. And just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Stafford. Open man is Skoranek. He's got it. He's going to pick up the first down and then some. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. First down. Stafford going to give this to Akers. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Going right back to Akers. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
They'll bring a tight end in motion left.
Now a give, left side, Brown with it to about the 26 here.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
They'll try the jet sweep. Stafford pops it forward. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A.
And that's something you have to get ready for defensively, because in today's NFL, teams will use their wide receivers on jet sweeps, end arounds. They'll move them back in the backfield and make them running backs. Partner, this was much more of a tap pass, but effective nonetheless.
And I think both guys love it. If you're a quarterback, it's an easy completion. If you're a wide receiver, you get the easy reception and also a chance to try to make a play with your feet.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here.
A give up the middle to Akers.
And he'll take this one down near the 15. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
They'll go again here with Akers.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
In search of 8 yards on 3rd down. They've already converted 2 of these on this drive, 2 for 2. From the gun, here's Stafford. And this is going to be intercepted.
And the Chiefs are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Charles, one thing that he referenced to us yesterday was his confidence fitting the ball into any window, but obviously that window was a little too tight and it was closing in a hurry.
And he was talking to us about having anticipation in making those types of throws. Down near the goal line, I don't think you can anticipate it as much as you need to see it open. You've got to be precise with your throws down here in the red zone. That one goes into double coverage, and he gets picked off.
Now the Georgia Southern man, this is Jerick McKinnon. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Mahomes going to throw. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Catch is made by Hardman. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down. Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Remember last time out they threw the interception on their first drive. Good news, their defense backed them up, so it's still 0-0 here as they begin their second possession.
Yeah, and one great way to judge a defense, how do they handle what we call sudden change? When all of a sudden, you know, it goes against their offense and they have to run out in the field and try and put out the fire. Give this one great kudos for getting out there and not letting that interception lead to points. Excellent job by them defensively.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Throwing is Stafford. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Juan Thornhill. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
On 1st down now, run with McKinnon. And out of bounds right around the 20. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Here we go. He's crossing. He's checking crab. Check nickel, nickel, nickel. Hey, alert 3, alert
3. McKinnon now going to try the left side. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
It's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 1.
Check, 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 check.
They'll look to pick it up with McKinnon. Yeah, boy, that hole closed quickly, and I don't think McKinnon got there. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. But he will have the 1st down before he's tackled at the 12. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Out to the right, here's McKinnon. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Jerick McKinnon. A 12-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Great call to hand that one off, and his running back did the rest.
Someone read their keys correctly, and on the defensive side of the ball, they certainly did not, because they really essentially were just going to swarm the quarterback. They kind of guessed themselves out of the play, and guess who benefited? The guy with the football.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
On 2nd and 10, Stafford. They'll set up the screen here to Akers. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. They'll send the tight end in motion left. It's Stafford. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Riley Dixon now to punt it away. Back deep is Kadarius Toney.
A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Watch the whip. Hey, switch gears, switch gears. Hey, check 20.
Now McKinnon to start the drive. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. 2nd down. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. He'll buy some time right. Across the formation, Hardman gets a completion. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Nicole Hardman, 71 yards. And the Chiefs will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they'll start at the 25 as Powell decides against returning it. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They're certainly in need of some kind of points here before the end of the half. A field goal or something. Being shut out right now, they could really use some momentum before they head into halftime. On 1st down at Stafford. That's out to the flat for Akers. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Stafford, and able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
To the air again, Stafford. To Jefferson on the slant. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 42. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This will be spotted just shy of midfield. A 59-yard attempt. And that will wind up just short. He had it on line. It ran out of gas at the end. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Ready for the start of the 3rd quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And the first play of the drive goes to McKinnon. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and 2.
Shit. 15.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Second down, McKinnon. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
So here's a first and 10 at the 38. Mahomes now to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it's second down. Here's Mahomes to throw. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Mahomes to throw on 3rd and 1. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 21 yards there on 3rd down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. And now it's Valdez-Scantling on the end around. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. To throw, it's Mahomes. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. They go play fake. Mahomes. They'll roll him out right. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And he's got Hardman in the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Chiefs take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes the score 21-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. From the end zone, here comes Brandon Powell. And he returns this to the 22. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Hey, check right. Sit. You ain't doing nothing today.
Now a first down throw. Stafford. He'll get this to Akers out of the backfield.
And he's able to get up here to the 26.
Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. To throw again on 2nd down. Stafford, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Stafford.
Looking underneath, he's got Akers. And he is going to have a Rams 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
On 1st down, Stafford here.
Akers back-to-back catches.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
Now a play fake, and it's Stafford.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
That's caught left side by Hardman. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 2nd down and 8. They go play action. Now Mahomes. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. Well, he shot in, CD, like he was out of a cannon from that linebacker position. And even though they had a running back in the backfield, no one could stop him.
Well, you certainly diagnosed that play perfectly, because as fast as he got into the backfield, you're exactly right. The running back had no shot to get over and try and protect his quarterback, and a sack resulted.
Taking a deep shot here for Hardman, and they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the 1st. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence, because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Screen play, McKinnon.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field. Switch it, switch it, switch it. 57. Mike, 53. 53. Mike. Here it comes. Here it comes.
And now it's Valdez-Scantling on the end around.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Check three. Here on 15. He's coming, double up. Show it.
Gets it to Hardman, a jet sweep. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
A 4-yard gain brings up 4th down and less than a yard.
Here on 15. 53 is the mic. Nice, sweetheart. Shift. Check. Fresno. Hey, Ripple is 15.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. So on 4th down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. From the right hash, this a 31-yard attempt. Butker's kick here is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away.
And they'll start at the 25 as Powell decides against returning it.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12.
You got time.
Back to throw, Stafford.
Complete, Jefferson the target.
A gain of 8 there on the play, and it's 3rd and 4 now. Now Stafford. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. Desperation time for Stafford on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. Mahomes going to throw it here, letting one go deep for the end zone. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
So still throwing here in the fourth quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to because, as you noted, this is their chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try to get every single spot in the depth chart points before this game is over.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Well, I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the fourth quarter. They're just trying to erase that zero on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the film section tomorrow.
If you get any type of points on the board, it'll count as a moral victory, although no one will talk about that in the post-game press conference. That's not something you mentioned in the NFL. And this loss, it already stings and will for a while, but everyone on that offense knows it'll sting a lot worse if they don't put some points up on the board.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. 26, Mike.
Throwing on third down, Stafford. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So from the 36 now, first and 10. Again, it's Stafford. On the move to his left. That's complete to Robinson.
And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for first and 10.
They'll run out of the gun with Akers.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
The ball resting on the 20. Here's second and 6. They'll go with Akers here up the middle.
Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a third and about 2. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2.
26, Mike. 26, Mike. Hey, Zebra. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Check it back. Check it back.
They'll try and run for this with Akers.
And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
They held him in check in the first half, but that's his longest carry of the game right there.
So would this be the definition of fresh legs since he didn't get much done in the first half? Now he has a great opportunity. He's taking full advantage of it.
Switch. Jim.
They'll try the air now with Stafford.
Quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's second and goal now.
22. Rush in.
A give running right is Akers.
And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. Now Stafford will come up, try to get his guys a 2-point conversion. Now receiver in motion left. Stafford's going to try and throw for it. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away.
Pulls it in at the 13. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Just all around a solid performance, and now they've got the 3-score lead here, Charles. So the final seconds of the fourth quarter.
Yeah, in this one, they've been in control, haven't they? They've earned this victory. No question who the better team was out there in this game. And frankly, the score could have been a lot worse than it was. Give them a lot of credit for how they played in this one.
Offensively, another big chunk of yardage, Charles, but defensively, they had all this talk about trying to limit explosive plays. They have not been able to do that.
They discussed it all week, but they haven't been able to execute it at all, haven't been able to find a way to slow down this offense. They're seeking answers and not coming up with any.
Looks like he'll throw here. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete. So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams, right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value. And when they show the film, they have to be careful not to give out too many kudos and kill their motivation going forward.